What's up, Baguli and friends? How are you? Well, today we're going to watch a very interesting game here in Spassky variation in the Queen's Indian game. So, well, it's very interesting because I have beaten here to the Grandmaster Jorge Cori from Peru. He's an extraordinary player, maybe one of the top players in America's continent, and maybe actually the most important player in Latin America. So he's more than 2650 in standard fit elo, and well, he's a very strong player. He has been junior world champion. He has been gold medal in the chess Olympiad, and well, it's a very interesting player. So I decided to play against him the Spassky system in the Queen's Indian, as I said before, and it's very interesting, and I'm very glad of this game because I was beaten by him like 3 times and any draw even. So well, let's start with this. D4, knight f6, knight f3, e6, into India system, e3. So in Peru, I have seen that Emilio Cordova and Julio Granda has played this system very often. So I played b6, bishop d3, bishop b7, c4, and now g6. This is a surprise because it's a very rare move here. I know that the main line is with d5 and also bishop e7 or maybe inclusive c5, but well, I wanted to surprise him. He's as I said before, he's a very strong player, and well, I had to make a very interesting game to equal the position here. So g6, this is a kind of weak but very interesting system. I have played this before against international master Oscar Sanchez from Mexico, and also I remember again against, for example, Fabian Gutierrez from Cuba and other Cuban masters. I believe my results have been kind of irregular. I have won some games and I have lost some other games, but well, I felt with the confidence to play this at this moment. So g6, knight c3, bishop g7, castle d6, and now b4. Okay, let's watch what can this show to us. We're going to ask for help in this moment. Okay, so well, let's see this. Okay, so knight b7, bishop b2, castle, and a3. So of course, white is better here in this position. He has a minimum advantage here, but well, I have very interesting options to make here. So e5, take, and bishop e2. I believe this was not the best result here. I believe that, well, maybe he will play in another way, because now here I can obtain some space here. So e4, knight d4, and now knight e5. Well, the position is equal here, as we see in the computer. Of course, we have made a very rare game. We will see that I was completely lost, and then in the end, I had the opportunity to recover myself. So queen c2, queen e7, rook d1, and c5. At this moment, I felt very comfortable because my position is very clear here. But well, he took, and maybe this was a mistake. The computer says that the best is take with pawn, but well, I believe this is a very practical move. Take with queen. So knight b3, queen e7, a4, and now kind of a couple of mistakes here, but my mistake is more important than his mistake. Because here I have a perfect position. Of course, I didn't calculate what the computer says here about knight f3 and check. But well, I believe after rook d8, maybe I think in this move, well, I'm very comfortable once more here. So big mistake here, rook a to c8. Well, and bishop a3. So terrible game by my part, but I tried to resist. It was weird for me in this position or in this game that he used the major part of his time in this part of the game, because if you see, he has 1 minute with 17 seconds and I have 2 minutes with 8 seconds. It's almost a minute of advantage, but well, this will be decisive at the end. So queen e6, knight d4, queen d7, and knight d5. So queen e6, he took, rook e8, and knight a to b5. So at this moment it's very weird to me because I don't know. I have a lot of problems here. For example, the rook and the square in c7. But I believe that this move is one of the most important here. So rook a to c8. No, sorry, rook f to c8, knight d6, and now rook c7. The computer says here that it's decisive for my opponent here, the position. The truth is that I believe very bad. I believe that I have a terrible position here. Not as much as the 4 points that is I'm watching at this moment. But well, complicated position here for me. But I had to resist, like the last video where we saw that we have to resist as a boxer man. Well, this repeats here the condition. So knight b5, rook d7, and now he took my bishop. I believe that was not the right move here. The bishop is terrible in this position, and the both of his knights are very strong, so maybe this was a mistake. Take here in b7. So as we see, he loses like, I don't know, 3 points. Well, wow, he has 6 points of advantage here. So he took, I took, and rook d6. So queen e8, rook d1, and of course he, as I said before, he's an extraordinary player. Maybe it's very difficult here for me to continue playing. Well, but let's try here. h5, h3, and now knight v to d7. As we can see, the time trouble for him are completely relevant here, because now 36 seconds against 1 minute 17. So bishop b2, queen e7, rook d2, and knight c5. Maybe my position is not terrible here. It's true that here I pawn less, but well, it's very difficult for him to play with so short time. Bishop a3, bishop f8, and then knight d6, rook a7, and now he took, I took, and once more I believe this was an important move for me, because change the bishop by the knight is, I believe, a terrible decision here. Of course, the pressure of the time was terrible. So rook a1, queen e5, and well, here is the blunder. Knight d5, and he forgot his rook. I took here and he resigned. So interesting variation, but before this, the position I believe is kind of equal. Yes, I have a minimum advantage here. After rook a to d1, bishop takes d6, he takes, I take here, and I have a better position. I have recovered my pawn, and I'm ready to try to win this position, of course, against a top player like him. it will be very difficult, but well, that I will have to solve that problem in the future. So, very interesting game, and I'm very glad, as I said at the beginning, to beat this player. He's a very strong player that is playing this tournament. So very happy. Thank you for watching Baguli Adventures, and bye bye. We see next time. Bye bye, friends.